With its new look and much better interior, does Toyota's Yaris have what it takes to win your money in the ultra-competitive city car segment?
And this little guy here is Toyota's significantly refreshed Yaris. It's available in a range of cute colours like this aura blue, but no matter which one you choose, you get a vastly better looking car, both inside and out.
What you find inside is a smart looking and functional cabin. Sure, it's no Volkswagen Polo in terms of material quality, but like all good Toyotas, absolutely everything is where you'd expect. On the chunky steering wheel, you find audio and phone controls, and the air conditioning on this mid-range SX model is super easy to use. In a sign of the times, even the base model gets this impressively sharp 6-inch touchscreen down here to control the audio, and the flagship ZR gets satellite navigation as well. But all Yarises have supportive seats that make travelling in the smallest Toyota much more pleasant than in harsher cars like Fiat's cheapest 500s. And we appreciate the addition of reach adjustment for the steering wheel, which makes it really easy to find a comfortable driving position in this car. Plus, all Yarises get a reversing camera, which we love. And pairing your phone is really easy to do via the screen, and your Bluetooth audio sounds good over the 6-speaker system. It's important for small hatches to be spacious enough in the back to fit 3 across, and the Yaris does a good job of this. The outer seats are big enough for adults with good legroom, and there's just enough headroom for me, and as you know, I'm 6'0". But let's stick around back here for a second to price the Yaris range. There's no more 3-door, so the cheapest way in is an asset manual at about 17 grand. You can get a flagship ZR for around 26, but this SX is the value pick of the range, with the auto hitting the road at around 23 grand. The boot, well, it was never going to be massive, was it? At 286 litres though, there's certainly enough room in there for a couple of school bags or for the weekly shop. And you can fold the rear seats as well, like this. But the floor isn't completely flat, so keep that in mind. And now we get to what it's like to drive the Yaris. Well, it's a perfectly good experience. Sure, it might be a bit down on power compared to rivals like the Hyundai Accent, but this one, which has the 1.5 litre engine producing 80 kilowatts of power and 141 newton meters of torque, feels perfectly capable. It's quick enough off the line, and it never struggles. The 4-speed automatic, though, is not really up to scratch. There's too much hunting among gears, and we prefer the slick-shifting 5-speed manual if you know how to row your own. But the best part of the Yaris is the well-tuned steering, which makes manoeuvring and turning in town incredibly easy. Toyota have fitted sophisticated electric power steering across all models in the range, which makes the Yaris feel light as air, and parking this car is about as easy as you'll find anywhere. But at speed, it's also quite composed. The ride is a bit firm, but the stiffened suspension never crashes or jars, and it's also quieter than you'd expect at speed. Plus, with 7 airbags, there's also the peace of mind that it's quite a safe little car, and so far the Yaris is sounding like a jack of all trades. No, it's not as satisfying to drive or to sit in as the European competition like the Polo or the Ford Fiesta, but the Yaris gets the job done, and it's efficient while it does it, returning a combined fuel economy figure in the low 6s over our week with the car. Plus, it's not expensive to keep the Yaris running, as your annual servicing spend is capped at just $260 for the first 3 years. We like Toyota's Yaris. It finally has the equipment package to back up its slightly higher prices, and we think it would make a fine first car or a fun runabout. Click over here to subscribe to our YouTube channel, or click here to read the full review at chasingcars.com.au.